So maybe you can tell us a little bit about your journey and how did you even discover face yoga? Like how did this come about? It's been 17 years. What happened 17 years ago?
Well, 19 years ago, I actually
Oh,
became really unwell. So I just graduated from university. I'd done my degree in education. So I was going to teach, but I planned to be a school teacher. And I got glandular fever, or I think in the US you call it Epstein-Barr.
mm,
And then this was then diagnosed afterwards as ME, which is a version of chronic fatigue. So I was extremely tired. I was bedridden a lot of the time. I had chronic pain throughout my whole body. I had brain fog. I had a number of symptoms which were completely debilitating for me. And doctors didn't really know what to do for me. You know, there wasn't any sort of magic pill that they could give me or anything in particular they could suggest. They just sort of said, this may be something you just get over in a few weeks, or it may be something which you live with for the rest of your life. You know, we don't know enough about it to give you those facts. And at the time, I was someone who had little to no knowledge about anything to do with health or wellness. And I was a very stressed person. I was very much a perfectionist. I very much pushed myself, and really I burnt myself out in many ways. And I was determined to overcome this illness. And someone suggested, why don't I try a bit of yoga? I'd never even heard of yoga before. I had absolutely no clue what it was. But I remember getting like an old school VHS videotape about yoga, and I would start just doing whatever I could. So because a lot of the time I was bedridden, it would be breathing techniques in bed, it'd be very gentle stretching exercises in bed. And I remember so clearly back now, even 19 years ago, just remembering taking that first deep cleansing breath and learning to breathe properly again, because I probably hadn't breathed properly since I was, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, really, at the time. So, learning the breathing, and that started my journey into lots of holistic therapy techniques and lots of holistic routines and rituals that I put into my life. So everything from positive thinking to meditation, changing my nutrition. I called on lots of different holistic therapists and did everything from acupuncture to massage, had life coaching, acupressure, lots and lots of different things. And I managed to heal myself from the inside out. And within about 12 to 18 months, I was fully recovered. I was healthier, I was stronger, I was more energized than I had really ever been in my whole life. And
wow.
I knew that there must be other people out there who are either going through a similar illness, or they just want to learn these techniques I'd used on myself, which really were very easy, very simple, could be done from home. And I then went and did training as a yoga teacher. I did training in relaxation therapy. I took some trainings in nutrition, face massage, and many, many different things. And I started teaching initially a lot of yoga and relaxation and meditation classes. And I was built up a very busy client base. It was wonderful. I was teaching lots and lots of classes and lots of one-to-one sessions. And I was noticing, and this is really going back 17, 18 years ago, that what clients were saying to me, Danielle, I love what yoga's doing for my body. I'm toning up, I'm feeling more relaxed, I have less pain, less tension, my muscles look firmer and more lifted. I love what it does for my mind, I feel calmer. But what about the face? I wish you could do something for the face. And I remember when I trained as a yoga teacher, thinking, how crazy is it that we learn everything about how to exercise and relax the body from the neck downwards, but nothing about 57 muscles in the head, face, neck, ear, tongue area. We just don't learn about that as a yoga teacher. And I was always interested in the face, and I did some training in face massage. And as lovely as it was being able to give clients now and again a lovely face massage treatment, I really wanted them to be able to do this themselves at home every day, because that's how they would get results, not just coming once a month or once every 2 months to have their face massage by me. I wanted them to do it themselves. And really going back sort of 17 years ago, there were very few options when it comes to the face. There wasn't the options that we have in terms of invasive options, so things like the Botox and the fillers, we didn't have those. I mean, they were around, of course, but they weren't as mainstream as they are now. And there wasn't as many natural options either. So there were so many women that were wanting something that they could do really easily for free at home, but that was effective. So I started to do a lot of research into techniques that have been used for thousands of years. So in traditional Chinese medicine, in Ayurveda, in Shiatsu. I started to research a lot more deeper about the face. I was drawing on, of course, all the trainings that I had done. And I started to put together the Danielle Collins face yoga method. And at the time, I would just teach small amounts at the end of yoga classes, or I would do little focus groups with my clients. And actually looking back now, that was really key in honing my techniques, because as I was researching, I was working with real people, and I was doing sort of those before and after pictures. I would make them a CD, they'd go home, they'd listen to the techniques, they'd join in, and they would do it. And I could actually see what results it was getting. And then I've been very blessed over the last sort of 17 years that I've been able to teach this around the world. I've been able to teach it to millions of people online. I've been able to write books on the matter. I'm on TV. I train people to be face yoga teachers now. So we have thousands of teachers of my method around the world in over 50 different countries. And I'm just hugely passionate about helping people just to feel good. It helps you to look good, but I just love how it makes you feel. And so many people come to face yoga for sort of the anti-aging side of things, but there's this really lovely positive side effect that you feel calmer, you feel more relaxed, and you feel empowered as well, because you have the tools in your own hand to lift and firm your face.